Hey everyone, welcome back. I know it's been a good minute since I have posted a nail video, but I thought this would be the perfect time to show you guys the Mia Secrets Fruity collection. I don't have the box for it, but I do have 12 colors that I can swatch for you and show you. So the first color I want to show you is coffee. Let's see. Don't mind my nails. My nails are like really far grown out. They're still pretty though. Let me open it up. So this is what the powder itself looks like. It's like a really nice, deep, like chocolate cocoa type of look. So let's see it swatched. And I'd recommend if you are swatching these guys to obviously write your name of your swatch. But also, let me see if I can get it to focus. Focus. Why won't you focus? Oh, there we go. I do Mia Secrets and then I say F for fruity. So that way I know if one of my clients are like, oh, I want this color, I know what collection to go to and I could grab it from that one. Because if you try to have all these little bottles, which are nice if they're small and they're convenient and you can store them, but you want to make sure that you know what collection's from because it really makes a difference. So let's start our first swatch. I'll try to make sure I'm in the camera view. There we go, it's focused. So we'll just take a little bit. The liquid I'm using today is from Valentino. If I would have remembered, I would have used Glam and Glitz because I keep meaning to try that one out a little bit more, but I keep forgetting, so. But I would recommend anytime you're using a color swatch of any kind. We'll look at these again after so we can get the true color of them. But anytime you are doing colors, it's better to kind of pat or paint them on in a sense because colors are just always difficult. So we'll just set these ones to the side that we'll do and then we'll come back and look at them after. So in the meantime, I'm just gonna go through all the swatches. I'll probably speed it up and then we will actually discuss the colors a little bit at the end. As you can see, purples are always a pain. There's another collection I will swatch for you guys that I feel like their purple is a little bit easier to work with. But for some reason, I always notice, like I've mentioned before in my other videos, purple always needs like that extra help of mixing. It's like the pigment that's deep sinks to the bottom, and then like the lighter pigment stays. So I don't know what it is with the purple pigment itself that causes that. Personally, when it's like that, it makes it more where I don't want to work with it on a client. But the beauty of it is, once it is actually on the nail, you don't really see... Oh, did I get some? I did. You don't really see that discoloration so much once it's on if you mix it well. It is a little bit... Let me see if you can see it. You can't really tell too much on the swatch stick, but it is a little bit darker in this area and lighter in this, but once you flip it, you don't really see that. It's all one color. So that's the beauty of purple in some ways, but it is a pain. As you can see, my blue is kind of doing the same thing, where you can see it's kind of darker on the top, and once it goes further down, it's kind of lighter. So the blue is kind of doing the same thing that the purple is, and you can kind of see right there how in the middle it's lighter, and on the edges it's darker. So it's kind of one of those things, to keep it from doing that, you kind of want to just mix it up a little bit. So if you notice it's like that, I always like to work with them a little bit wetter, so that it's a lot easier to handle later, whereas you're putting it on, because you don't want it to dry up too fast. But you can still see it right here, because I didn't mix it all the way deep down there. It's still a little bit darker at the base and then lighter as it goes down to the end. So let's go into each of these swatches over again. Okay, so we have coffee, which swatched fairly nicely. I didn't really have too many issues with it as far as the consistency goes. Here's the actual color itself. I feel like it looks a little darker on camera than what it does in person. Trying to see if I can get the true color spectrum, but it is still a really deep, nice, dark cocoa color. The next color we have, and it's funny because these names are kind of like, I don't feel like are really true to what the color name is, but I get it. Like they just tried to fit every possible combination in here. This was that color, which is so pretty. It's almost like an alien green, and it is pretty well matched to what you see on the camera is what I'm seeing in person. It's pretty well matched. The next color we have is Red Apple. The camera, I need to put this monomer up because it's so strong. And then let me put this monomer. I'm like, ugh, being gagged out by it. Okay, I don't have my fan on, so it makes it different. This is a beautiful red. Like, I really think this name, Red Apple, is justice to the color swatch. Red is on point, as well as green, no issues. Spreaded really easy. The bead picked up real easy. The next one that we have is Cake, which I don't know if there's a fruit called cake, or maybe they're making a pun to fruitcake. I'm not really sure, or things that can have fruit in it. I'm not really sure. But this is the color, just a cute pink. It's very pretty. Very light but vibrant, if that makes sense. The next one we have is Ice Cream, once again, just like cake. Maybe it's because you can have fruit ice cream. Here is the color. A very, very bright, vibrant pink, which I actually really like it. I don't know if I would rock this color with my particular skin tone, but it would make me look really tan, so maybe I would. But it's really pretty. I didn't have any issues with those two colors either. They picked it very nicely. They spread it out really smooth. Now next to the one that we had issues with. I only had two issues, I think, with two of the colors. Okay, so now we have Grape. And the color, here it is. So you can't really see it on camera, which is kind of disappointing. I'm trying to see, maybe if I get my light closer, you guys will be able to see what I'm talking about. No, I mean, you might be able to tell on camera. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. I feel like it's just one of those things that you can pick up. But it's pretty much just like I said earlier, it's darker here, lighter here, and so forth. But once again, you just mix these colors the best you can and make sure that they're wet so you have enough time to mix and spread them out on the nail. Personally, I still think they're a pain to work with. But if someone really loves purple, you know, what are you gonna do? The next color is Citrus. And this is how this color swatch came out. Just like almost like a neon yellow. This one marbled tiny bit. Nothing crazy. It still is completely workable, and I don't think anyone would really notice. But I can see slightly, well, you could probably see it on the camera how it looks like it's shadowing a little bit. That's because it marbled a little bit. So now that I would know that with this color, or you know that if you get this set, you know this one, you kind of probably have to do a little wetter and mix it a little bit beforehand. The next one is Blueberry. I don't know why, I just like the way it looks. I like the way it's swatched on my stick. It just looks, maybe because my marker was blue. So I was like, oh, this is perfect. But anyway, this is the other one I had issues with. You can clearly see it on this one because I did not try to mix it in any way. I might do another swatch later because of the fact of how it looks, so that way I can get, my clients can see it the real way it should be. But you can see how it's darker and then lighter. but you don't see it on this side. So that's good. But this one, I think it is almost like a blueberry. You know how a blueberry kind of looks frosted slightly? Like they kind of just have like a frosted blue, if that makes sense. It kind of reminds me of that on this side. This side, it's a little bit darker. So it would be obviously a mix of these two colors because these should be mixed together. So that's the color of that. So purple and blue in this collection had issues. But once again, they're darker. I don't know what it is with those colors that always seem to have issues like this. This guy should have been named Matcha, which I don't know what this has to do with fruit either. But have fun with it, Mia Secrets, right? But this, to me, looks like matcha. When I was looking at this powder, I was like, I mean, I know green tea and matcha are very similar, but that looks like that matcha powder you mix your drink. I'm not a fan of matcha, but this reminded me of it. So this would probably be a really good color to do like matcha nails with. And then once it's swatched, obviously it goes a little bit darker once the liquid's mixed with it. It's just overall a really pretty green, but I just love green, so I just love it. To the last color is banana. This one to me, I don't really think it looked banana-ish. I probably would have said orange. And then the other one I'll show you, which should have been, that is orange, should be called. But this one was kind of weird because it was almost like this batch wasn't mixed properly. So maybe next time I'll need to shake it. But you can see how it's like chunks. I was having a hard time with that. But that's not like a big make or break issue for me as far as like dealing with the whole colors. I wonder if I put a white background, if you guys would be able to see the colors a lot better. So if I use a paper towel instead, could you see it better? Looks worse. So we won't do that. Okay, so here's orange. Aren't you glad I did this video? Okay, enough dad jokes, right? If you hear the trash can outside, I'm sorry, I just closed the window. So I'm trying to avoid it as much as I can, but trust me, I want the window open because it's strong in here with all these fumes. Okay, so here's orange. Oh, wow, on camera, it looks like an orange. To me, it almost looks like a coral orange in person. It doesn't look like that on camera. It looks like the perfect orange. Because I was gonna say that this color should have been like called papaya, and then this guy called orange. Let's see them next to each other. Yeah. I don't even know anymore. They're really pretty though. This one looks, but this one does look more like an orange peel color to me than this guy. They're so pretty though. They go really nice together actually. You can do a nice ombre. Okay, in black, we got block. We all know what black looks like. Boom, black. We've seen it before. It's very pigmented. I didn't have to use too much, which is nice because a little goes a long way. But yeah, overall I like the black. It worked good. And if you don't have a black in your collection, boom, here you go. You get it in this set. So, whew. Sorry, these fumes are strong. I haven't been really doing nails the last couple weeks because of everything that's been going on with quarantine. So I'm just gonna try to like grab all these swatches the best I can to show you guys. Oh, let me just grab them. Put them all together. So if I had to choose a favorite, oh, that's hard. Which would I choose? Okay, my least favorite is the blue and purple. Well, I would take these out of the collection or I'd never use them. My favorite, ooh, that is so hard. I want to say these two. These look so good together, don't they? Honestly, I can't really choose a favorite on this one. Like normally I have my color where I'm like, yeah, I don't like that. I love this. My favorite, I'm obviously a fan of green, and I like that this one's more like a forest green, which is awesome in this collection because I feel like it's a color that a lot of people look for. I don't know why for the life of me, I can't grab these swatches in my hand. The red is just so pigmented. It works beautifully. I don't know. But anyway, here is our swatches. Once again, last time We have all of our colors. Wow, my camera is really acting up right now. I will try to tip them forward. I need to put my camera back overhead so it makes it easier, but I was kind of being lazy today, so I didn't do it. But boom, these are our colors. Look at that, you guys. This is actually a really well-rounded collection. So if you are interested in this set, regardless of the fact that purple and blue kind of act up, you can get past that. You can work with that. But this is a really well-rounded collection of colors that you can totally work with and do so much with them, especially if you've already gotten past glitter sets. Oh my goodness, the possibilities are endless with this. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you like it enough where you'll like and subscribe. I'm trying to, from this point on, really work on my video. It's been a minute, I mean, my channel, it's been a minute, but hopefully from this point on, I can try to give you guys some more options. I'm gonna try to include cheaper brands like this, where they're more affordable, and then higher end brands as well, so you guys get a well-rounded idea of each acrylic and how they work. And I'm gonna be honest, because none of these are sponsored. Even if they were sponsored, that doesn't really make a difference, but I don't even know what the point of that comment was. But anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and bye.